Gotta see things, see new places and brand new things. Gotta go places and do things, maybe to forget.
Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to the channel and thank you for tuning in. I have been driving my 2018 Chevy Silverado for about 6 weeks now, going on 7, and I have put well over 1,000 miles on it. I did want to give you guys a quick 1,000 mile review on the 2018 Chevy Silverado. I wanted to give you this review video before I start doing any performance or suspension modifications to this truck. And speaking of suspension modifications, my lift came in yesterday, so there will be a lift install video coming soon to you. Overall, I have to say I do like this truck much more than I thought I would. It's very comfortable, it's pretty quick, it gives pretty good fuel mileage. I had a big thing about, you know, half-ton trucks, all of them, the GMCs, the Fords, the Rams, the Chevys. I just felt like the current generation of all half-ton trucks were just so small and car-like. But I actually like it a lot, and I'm going to be building this truck to be, you know, as big as I want it to be and stuff like that. So it really doesn't matter what it starts out as. So I will start with the exterior. I am really happy I got the 2018, which is the last year for this generation body style, as if you follow along with GM at all, they have revealed a brand new body style for the 2019 Sierra and Silverados, and I gotta say I don't like it at all. I don't like it. So I'm really happy I got this year. Two things I am a little concerned about with this truck is like paint and the frame rusting. I haven't experienced any of this myself, thankfully, but a lot of people with this fifth generation being 2014 to 2018, have experienced like the paint being like really shitty quality, to be honest with you. Scratches easily, peels easily, the clear coat falls off pretty easily, and that kind of sucks. So I definitely want to, you know, do really well at trying to keep the paint nice and, you know, nice and white. And then another thing is the frame. I've seen a lot of 2014 and 15 Silverado and Sierras with the frame like looking pretty rusty and oxidized already, and you know, for being only 2 or 3 years old, I really don't expect that. And especially living here in Pennsylvania, where we get a lot of harsh winters and a lot of road salt that gets up underneath and loves to rust your shit pretty prematurely. Other than that, exterior wise, I like that this truck came with a hitch set up already, and it's already set up for 2 different trailer wires. It has the 4 flat and it came with the 7-pin, which is really nice. I like that this truck came with the front towing hooks. I think that looks really cool. One thing I think is really weird is that there's no longer like a fuel cap. So like when you open your fuel door, you just, you know, put the pump in and you go. And then lastly, on the exterior, the one thing I used to make fun of constantly as soon as you know, the 5th generation trucks came out are those steps in the rear bumper. I thought they were so stupid. I was like, you know, why do you ever need steps to climb up into the bed of your truck? But to be honest, I use them probably every single time I get into bed, and I can really see them being helpful once my truck starts getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So pretty nice. Moving on to the interior of the truck, I love this thing. It's really nice. The cabin is really quiet. You don't hear a whole lot of road noise. You might with the camera mic because it does typically amplify sound, but in general, the cabin is really quiet. It's really very comfortable seats and very technologically advanced, if you will. I like that it came with LED lights all around interior, which is really nice. This front touchscreen display is awesome. It's super responsive. It's kind of like an iPhone. It's nice and big. This thing has a backup camera, which is nice. I don't really like to use it. I'm still kind of old-fashioned. I like to rely on my mirrors, but it is kind of nice when you're lining up like your trailer hitch with your trailer, things like that. Also interior, I have the heated seats, which were a must for me. I got an LT trim with the heated seats. Not all LT trims have them. Also the storage. This thing has tons of storage. I didn't get the full center console, but I do have this flip-up console, which has a lot of storage. Underneath it, it has the storage that actually locks with your key, which is nice. You have 2 glove boxes over there. You have storage under here. You have storage over here. And all 4 doors have a lot of storage, which is, you know, really nice. Other than that, the front seats are very comfortable. You have a lot of room, but this being a double cab, the back seat, there's like no room at all, especially sitting behind me, as I'm a 6'7" person. Now, I had a Ram with the double cab, and I definitely had more backroom seat than this truck does. Performance, this thing does pretty well. Now, I only have about 1,500 miles on it at this point. It has the 5.3 liter V8 with the 342 gears and a 6-speed automatic transmission. Now, it seems to be pretty peppy so far. I haven't really beat on this truck yet, but you know, if I put my foot down, it likes to downshift and it likes to go. I've done one little small burnout, and just to see, like, you know, how, you know, if it would do a burnout, and it did it, you know, pretty much with ease. Now, one thing I'm unsure of is that AFM mode, which, you know, shuts 4 cylinders off when you don't need it, when you're cruising, when you're going down hills. I don't know if I like that or not. I guess it does pretty decent for fuel mileage, but I'm not sure what that does with the longevity of the engine itself. Speaking of fuel mileage, right now, this tank, I'm at 19.2 miles per gallon. The entirety of the truck, I'm almost at 1,600 miles. I'm at 18.8 miles per gallon for the entirety of the truck so far. And so for averages, the whole last 50, my average last 50 miles has been 20.0 miles, and my best average 50 miles has been 24.4 miles per gallon, which I think is pretty good for a V8 truck. Now, transmission-wise, I feel like the transmission does seem to be searching for a gear all the time, and I think that also just might have something to do with that AFM mode, because you can feel it switching from V8 mode to V4 mode, you know, and vice versa. A lot of guys who, you know, use the programmer to get rid of that AFM mode, everybody seems to say that the transmission shifts much smoother and is much more responsive once you get rid of that V4 mode. Now, downshifting wise, I think this transmission does an awesome job. Coming up to stop signs, coming up to red lights, it does a really good job of downshifting, so you're not putting all that wear and tear on your brakes. You know, being a manual vehicle owner, I like downshifting. My last car was the Chevy Sonic. I had it for 5 years. I bought it brand new with 106,000 miles on it when I just traded it in. I never replaced the brakes one time. It kind of gives you an idea of how much I love to downshift. So all in all, like I said, I do like this truck. You know, I'm definitely excited, you know, for the build and to own and drive this truck for, you know, a long period of time. I will probably do like a review. I hit like 50,000 miles and like 100,000 miles. See if any of my opinions have changed about, you know, what I think about this, and especially once I start doing performance and, you know, suspension modifications, it's going to definitely change the way this truck kind of drives. And so, you know, I'll probably do reviews, you know, when that stuff happens. Definitely stick around. In the next couple uploads, I will be doing my lift. I'm really excited to get the lift on, and then from there I'm going to do wheels and tires, which is awesome. And if you have not noticed, I am hands-free. I don't have my big camera with me. I bought a GoPro to mount on my dashboard, so it makes it a lot easier while I'm driving to pay attention to the road instead of holding this big-ass camera up all the time. This definitely is not the best use for a GoPro, but it is a very convenient one. So I will probably be doing a video, you know, with the truck and the quad, to testing out the GoPro and see what it does. I've never had one before, so I'm pretty excited for it. This thing here shoots 4K at 30 frames, and it shoots 1080p up to 90 frames, so I can get a little bit of slow-mo action, which I think will be pretty cool. So please stay tuned, watch the build, subscribe if you're not a subscriber already. Hit that thumbs up button if you liked the video. That's kind of all I have for you guys today. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next upload.